Hey everyone, welcome back to Aphrodite and Neil Tarot. Thanks so much for joining our channel today. It really is appreciated. Just going to be doing a reading for all 12 signs. So please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't make the story fit if it's not your story. Sometimes I do say he or she, sometimes the story might be vice versa. We're going to start off with Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, you've got the key to start this new beginning for yourself. Okay, and I'll just read the meaning of the cards for you. All you do with ease and enthusiasm is the path to your goal. Actions are secondary. Make the energy within your primary focus. Do not underestimate the little happiness in life, okay? And you got forge a new path. When you make new choices, you create new results. Let go of the old patterns and embrace the power of the possibility. You are fully supported, okay? So you have the key to go in a new direction. There's a door that is opening for you, Capricorn. This could be something that, you know, you want to make this change in your life, Capricorn. I feel like that you've been through quite a battle and you just want to move on to calmer waters. And I do feel that, you know, you've been waiting and hoping for something to change in your life. And once it comes along, if it hasn't already, you're going to take that opportunity to forge a new path and go in a new direction. Okay, you're moving on to calmer waters from whatever it is that you're leaving behind, whatever it is that you've been patient for a long period of time. Whatever the battle was, you always gave it one more chance, one more chance, one more chance. But this time I feel like it ends, okay? And I just feel that you, when you move on to calmer waters, yeah, you're leaving something behind. You're leaving something behind. You're heading towards a new beginning. You could also be even moving. You could have been dealing with a legal situation, a separation or a divorce. But wherever you're going towards a lot of happiness, okay? So don't be afraid to have this new beginning for yourself. Don't be afraid to move and start a new beginning somewhere else where, you know, you can make new friends, you can just, you know, travel, just whatever this opportunity is, you know, don't let it go. If you've got the key, you need to turn that key. Keys aren't given for free, okay? There's a reason why you've got the key. There's a reason why this had to end. There's a reason for you to change your direction and go towards a new path, okay? But it's leading you to a lot of happiness. It's leading you to a lot of success, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius. What can we tell Aquarius? What do we got to tell Aquarius? Oh, whoa. Can't take all that. Just need one or two cards for Aquarius. Wow. Okay. Right. You got miracles in the dark and without an agenda. Okay. Pure love and everything you dreamed will happen when you are ready to give your love without expecting anything in return. True givers receive. In the darkest moments, it's easy to feel lost and alone. When you stay focused on the light, you'll receive blessings beyond your wildest dream. So I kind of feel like, Aquarius, that you've been trying to control a situation or trying to control an outcome. Or maybe you deliberately went after somebody that you had a lot of feelings for, and you controlled that situation by making that person fall in love with you. But then what happens later, Aquarius, is you can't keep that kind of personality up because it's not your personality. So I kind of feel like you may have been a third party or interfered in a third party or interfered in somebody else's connection just to win this person over. Okay. All right. So you will have a reason, for some of you, you will have a reason to celebrate. Okay. Now, you're at a crossroad with a particular person in your life, okay? You feel like this person, maybe you feel that this person is meeting up with other people. You're at a crossroad here and you need to make a decision here. Because there may be that you and this person are just not on the same page, okay? You may have apologized to this person. They may have apologized to you. But you're sensing that something is going on in the dark. Okay, so, you know, when two people get together, Aquarius, things are supposed to happen organically. So if you have taken control in this situation and constantly controlling, you know, when, where, and how things are going to happen, well, you know, the other person doesn't want that, you know, so there is an emotional feeling going on here, and you've been through quite a battle. Maybe you want to give this one more try, you know, but there is a tower moment. And the tower moment could be good or could be bad, but whatever it is, you want to release this heavy burden. You want the passionate new beginning, okay, but you feel that maybe your person is dealing with somebody from the past, okay? Now, maybe that you want this situation to go back to how it used to be in the past. But how it used to be in the past was that somebody came in with an agenda. And that's how this connection got formed, with an agenda. But had you left it to be without an agenda, you would have allowed things to happen organically, okay? But one of you, either you or the partner, did come in with an agenda, okay? So you still have hope in this situation, but you feel that other people are involved, okay? So are you going to find out whether this person is being promiscuous or whether you're the one who's promiscuous? Because it could be vice versa, okay? Well, you will find out, because it is going to hurt you. But do you come out of this hurt? Well, you're feeling lonely and lost in this connection. You don't want to give up what you're hanging on to. You're hanging on to something. You're definitely hanging on to something here, okay? You're emotionally hurt. You're thinking about moving on and moving forward. You're thinking about maybe we'll just give it one more year. Give it one more year. And then the offer will come in. You do get a victory somehow. Somehow you get a victory. But I do feel that this victory is yeah, no. It's not that kind of victory. Sorry. I want to tell you that the victory, yeah, no. One more year. And then you'll make a decision. Yeah. But one more year I don't feel is going to make any changes for you, because you should go with your gut. And this is what happens when you try and control a situation and don't let it flow. Now, it's not that there isn't any love between you and this person, but it's not the kind of love that they're looking for. I feel like you just live together. You're basically just living together now. Because you're even controlling the bedroom. And this person can't be controlled in the bedroom. You can control the whole house, but don't control the bedroom. All right, Pisces. Pisces. Pisces, you're going through a soul awakening. Very irresistible. Very irresistible. Just take these two. Okay. You're going through some sort of soul awakening, Pisces, where you feel like that you don't want to push for anything anymore. You want things to fall into place naturally. You want things to move forward organically. Okay. You felt like for a while that life was at a standstill. Okay. You may have gone through some sort of grief and loss, but not through a relationship. Maybe you lost somebody in it, you know, that played a big part in your life, and that sort of put your life at a standstill for a little while. But things are going to come alive again, and things are going to start moving forward, okay? Um, so don't spend your days fighting yourself, okay? Right now you're kind of like, I feel like you're talking to the heavens. I feel like you're talking to the heavens. You want to communicate with this person that maybe, you know, used to give you good advice or maybe looked after you, okay? You're very conflicted in your mind about the choices that you need to make, okay? And it has got to do with work as well, all right? So, you know, maybe you going through this soul awakening is that you feel that my life is at a standstill right now. There is a connection between the heavens and the earth, though. I'm not changing that. But you kind of feel conflicted with the choices that you need to make. And it has got something to do with financial blessings, okay? Maybe this person left you some money, okay? But maybe also that you kind of feel that I need to work a little bit harder, I need to save a lot more money, and I need to make plans to travel. Because you need to do something, Pisces. You're at a standstill, things aren't moving forward. It's just work, 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 work. You've accumulated enough money. It's time to travel. That's your victory. Just go, okay? So, you know, with this offer that is coming your way, you may be taking a friend with you or a partner with you and just getting away, because enough is enough. You've worked hard. You've accumulated this money. You've gone through a bit of loss in your life. And yeah, it's time to give back to yourself, Pisces, okay? Don't be mentally tied and trapped. Don't be sitting at home doing nothing. It's time. It's time. Just get up. Just go while the world is a little bit at peace. There's plenty of places you can go visit. See you going somewhere near water anyway. See water, a lot of water around you, okay? And it's not your emotions, it's actually wherever it is you're going, okay? Yeah, you need to restore the balance in yourself, and that's why you need to get away. You need to get away and have this, you know, new beginning, come back refreshed and start again. All right, Aries. What can you tell me for Aries? Aries, well, the one thing I can tell you is you're not meant to struggle and fight. You're not meant to struggle and fight your way through life, okay? Don't worry about it. You know, look, right now I think somebody's ego is being bruised, okay? But all these things are going to crumble away. Whatever it is that you're worried about, you've already won this whole situation, okay? Believe me when I tell you that there isn't an Aries on this earth that is broke, okay? Because they know how to make money. And if you don't, then go find a way of doing it, because Aries are very blessed. And I feel like this year is a very good blessing for finances for Aries, okay? But there's a decision you need to make here. When you give of yourself freely, you expand your energy. If you only give to get, it will feel like a burden and drain. Be genuine, give from your heart. I remember dating an Aries once who was quite financially, like, comfortable, okay? And he actually said to me, he goes, I make good money. And I really am comfortable in life. I really don't need to make any more money. I can live out the rest of my life with what I've made. He goes, but I like the challenge. I like to see if I can make more this week than I did last week, or if I can make more this month than what I did last month. They love the challenge. So Aries, you don't have a problem in that area, okay? But there's a decision. There's something that you're giving to in a situation, and you're only giving to get. And that's becoming a burden. That's becoming a drain. So you need to be genuine with yourself, okay? You are very financially blessed, but I feel like you're dealing with a person whose energy is in and out, and you have become very indecisive, okay? And I feel like that you're mentally tied and trapped to either a person or a financial situation. Maybe you're going through a separation. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You could be dealing with somebody who wants to have a divorce or a separation, and you realize now that, you know, okay, I can make that money, it's not a big problem, but this person does not deserve the money that I really worked hard for, because of third party interference. You're hurt. You're hurt. This person took on another lover, and you're walking away from this situation. I just had this thought. Yeah, I kind of feel, Aries, that in the past there was a decision you could have made with a past person, and instead you took on this maybe an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, turns out you realize that you should have chosen the past person. But yeah, there's definitely a severance of tie that is coming up between you and somebody, Aries. And if that's not your story, then Aries, if you're worried about money, there's no reason for you to worry. But I feel like that this person always had the intention of not staying. Yeah, I just saw the sneaky behavior. This person never had the intention to stay. This person came in for a good time. Yes, you may have got married. You thought, this is my person, but it was all a lie. It was all a lie, and it's going to end in heartache. And, you know, sometimes our soulmate may not be exactly what we imagine them to be. We have a certain look that we're going for, a certain body that we're going for, but really, that's not always our soulmate. Our soulmate could be only 5 foot tall and 90 kilos. Who knows? But yeah, we just have this image of what our soulmate should look like. And yeah, you went for the body. You went for something else. And this person never had intention to stay anyway. All right. Good luck with that, Aries. Taurus. Taurus. Taurus, you will be releasing this heavy burden that you've been carrying around. You're having a few sleepless nights here. Is it because you found out the truth about something? Taurus, the Spirit's been coming to you in your dreams, that's why. All right, you're trying to be patient about something here, Taurus. Just a minute, you've got to calm down. All right. Let me read your cards. You have the power within yourself to conquer any challenge and come out stronger on the other side. Trust in your resilience and your ability to persevere. And I do feel that you have been persevering with a heavy burden. You want to release this, but you don't know how. But every time you go to sleep, it's like Spirit is paying you a visit through your dreams, trying to give you a sign, trying to give you messages, okay? But if what it is that you're persevering, let me read this card to you. Don't search for true love, for it will find you if you just hold on to who you are. The world already loves your essence, so don't change it for anybody, okay? So if you're out there thinking, you know, I've been looking and I've been meeting and I've been dating and I just can't find somebody, and you think, oh my God, the clock is ticking, if you're a female, okay? You know, I'm going to tell you a story. This is something very similar, but not exactly, okay? I had a friend of mine who got married and 6 months later quit her job. And we hadn't spoken for a long time, and because we went separate ways, and then, you know, we just sort of like got in touch, and she was saying to me, oh, I've been home now for a year, I'm trying to fall pregnant. And I said, you quit your job because you wanted to fall pregnant? And she said, yeah. And I said, go back to work. And she goes, what? I said, go back to work and stop trying. Because a lot of people fall pregnant when they're not trying. And she went back to work, and 6 months after she went back to work, she fell pregnant because she stopped thinking about it. So you need to stop thinking about this, okay? Because all will be revealed to you very, very soon, all right? So I kind of feel here that you've got the key. You've got the key. Everything is in your hands, okay? At the end of the day, you don't need to go looking for it. It's going to come to you, right? Now, it could come to you. This key could be when you move into a new home, okay? When you decide to change your daily routine around, when you start to do something different, but you got the key, okay? And all you have to do with ease and enthusiasm is to path to your goal. Actions are secondary. Make the energy within your primary focus. Do not underestimate the little happiness that comes your way. So don't sit at home, you know, crying over something that it wasn't meant for you anyway. Okay, so go and be with your friends and your family, or take your dog for a walk, or just appreciate the fact that you get up in the morning and breathe. Okay, so it's coming. Either way, it's coming. And I kind of feel that through your dreams, you're getting indications that it is coming. So just relax, relax. Because if you seriously want to have this relationship and settle down, then at least be with the right person. Okay? And the right person apparently is on their way. And you will know. You will know who this person is. You'll be at the right place at the right time. I don't think it's a past person. I feel like it's somebody completely new. And I feel like this person, could be a water sign. Could be. Doesn't have to be. All right, Gemini. Oh, happy birthday, Gemini. What we got for you? No pressure. When you want more, don't push yourself or others to get more. Give more of your pure, genuine self, and life will immediately and effortlessly match it. Okay? Life is a gift. You got the heart path, and you got soul awakening. All right, Gemini, I feel like you've fallen for somebody, like, you know, you've given this person your heart. You've given this person your heart, and I feel like just because you've given this person your heart doesn't mean that you've got to rush into something, okay? I feel like you and this person right now could be on different paths, even though you both have feelings for each other. But you've got to stop putting pressure on this person, because if you keep putting pressure on this person, they're going to go in a different direction, okay? But this person understands that life is a gift. And this person has taken on opportunities that, you know, it's like they're following their heart, but not the heart that leads to you. The heart that leads to, you know, enjoying life and appreciating what is there. And they want to receive it all, but so do you, but you want it in a different form. So if you want to go through this happiness with this person, you have to let them be themselves. You have to let them go and explore and do what it is that their heart desire is, in order for you to receive it all. Because if you block this person from wanting to achieve what they want to achieve, okay, they will walk. They will walk away. So don't put anybody under pressure. You can reverse this if it's the other way around. Okay, but this person has already gone through their soul awakening. You're still going through yours, okay? So let life unfold. Don't try and control this situation, okay? Because I can tell you that if you do, Their choice will be to follow their heart's path, and their heart's path is something completely different to yours. Okay, it's not that they don't love you, it's just that they have a plan. Okay, so there might be some confusion in this situation. It's got something to do with their work, with the Emperor here. Okay, they're not up to no good. They're not. You think they are, but they're not. Okay, so you're making them an offer, but they're at a crossroad with your offer, because I think you're ready to settle. But this person, they would settle with you, but they want to continue whatever it is that they're doing. Okay, they want to continue a certain direction. All right, check that. Who was that? Gemini. All right, let's do Cancer. All right, Cancer. Okay. We got instant manifestation, and you are complete, and life's a gift. Okay. All right, Cancer, you're not broken. Nothing is wrong with you. Don't spend your life fixing problems and dwell in the beauty of your being. You are enough now and always. Okay. And Cancer, I also want to tell you to stop dwelling in the past. You can't make any changes about what happened in the past. So leave it where it is and move on. Okay. I know you'll never forget, because it's a trait of yours. You never forget. I've sat with Cancerians after 15, 16 years, and they remember the shoes you're wearing, the shirt you were wearing, the earrings you were wearing. They just remember, okay? But you're on the path of some sort of instant manifestation, something you've been wanting, okay? But it's something that your heart desires, okay? But at the same time, it's like, I've got nothing to lose if I try and manifest this. That's how you're feeling. But you should be getting ready to receive whatever this is. Okay, something is being gifted to you. Okay, and once this is gifted to you, you can cut out all that noise that is going on in your head, that overthinking that is going on. Okay, it's kind of like time to cut out this, whatever you're holding on to from the past, and manifest this new beginning. There you go. There's the past. Okay, so let it go. Let it go. I feel for some of you, you're manifesting this person from the past. It could be somebody you had a commitment with, somebody that, you know, the relationship ended, okay? But I do feel that you will hear from this person. You will hear from this person, okay? A decision, communication that's coming in quick. Yeah, you got an opportunity for a new beginning with this person. You do. You have an opportunity here, okay? This person may have walked away from you because of some sort of secret that was held from them, but you've got an opportunity with this person from the past to have a commitment in the future with them, all right? The universe is giving you one more chance here, Cancer, whether it's you or whether it's the other person. But, yeah, ask and you shall receive. But you are enough. You are definitely enough, okay? All right, Leo. Leo, you need to let go of something. Let go of negative people and toxic beliefs. Your time on this earth is precious. Invest it wisely and be mindful of who you spend time with, okay? Oh, can't take all those. All right. All right, Leo. What do you want, Leo? What is it that you want? Do you have to make a decision between two people? Because it is coming in as time to act. And the thing is, Leo, is that you don't have to know everything in advance, okay? If you just take the first step and watch it all unfold, you can deal with whatever your path reveals, okay? You are ready. You seem to have this energetic pull, okay? You have an energetic pull to go in a certain direction. You have an energetic pull to go towards a certain person, maybe, okay? But when you feel this pull, don't hesitate. Do not hesitate, okay? Because it's a very strong energy that is pulling you, and this energy is an energy that can move worlds, okay? So you could be dealing with somebody who's spiritual, or maybe that's the journey you want to go on, spiritual journey. What else can you tell Leo? Yeah, you're heartbroken. You're upset about something. You're upset about something here. Okay. Maybe it's you're upset about having to make a decision. Okay. Now, this could be an interference that came in your workplace also. All right. I feel like you need to make a decision here when it comes to your work, okay? Because it's almost like you don't have to work anymore, or you don't want to work anymore. You're keeping yourself mentally tied and trapped, all right? So you need to make also some decisions here. And whatever this decision is, you really do need to find the strength and courage. All right. Now, if this was a love reading, you've got a choice between two people. Okay. And it's like you need to make a decision. One is a marriage, which you're very comfortable in. And the other one is a connection that you feel like you have a destiny with. All right, tell me about the marriage. Tell me about the marriage. So I feel like that the marriage is all about money. But this connection down here is a love connection that maybe that's, yeah, let go. You need to let go of one of these connections. All right. Now, when this offer of marriage came your way, it looked enticing. It looked like it was manifesting. It was something maybe you manifested. That's what it looked like. Okay. Looks can be deceiving. And you may have got what you wanted out of this connection. But I feel like there's secrets. There's secrets in the connection. When I look at this connection down here, the one that you'd like to plan with, maybe travel with, okay? It seems to be destined with the Wheel of Fortune. You want to invest. You feel like this is your partner with the Empress, but it's like a waiting game. All right, so you've got one person down here being very patient with you, and you got one person up here that after giving you everything is now giving you peanuts. I want to sing ABBA, The Winner Takes It All. I don't know, Leo. You need to decide what you want to do. You need to let go of something, and it's getting to a stage where it is time for you to make some sort of action. Okay, now I do feel like you do have a plan to travel, and I feel like that's when you will take action. Okay, but until then, I feel like you're just hoping and praying for the best, that everything just falls into place the way that you want it to. But if you have a lack of communication, if you're not telling this person that you want to travel with what you want to do, then they will read the room according to how they want to read it. Okay, so you know that there is a time to act, but time to act, means that you have to speak up. Okay, so you don't want any negative people around you anymore. You want to invest in something wisely. Maybe that was the decision you made when you chose your partner, that was a good investment. But over time, it's now to asking you, what is it that you want? Because you've got an energetic pull to go in a different direction. But it's up to you. I think you want to buy your time a little bit longer. But there doesn't seem to be the communication. You're not communicating what you're doing. So there could be a loss of somebody because you have a lack of communication. All right. I'm just going to leave it at here, and then I'll come back and do Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sag. Thanks, everybody. See you next time. Bye.